waiting for my technician to straighten out on the other live feed. I don't know what's going on right now. Little technical difficulties on the other one. So we're doing 2 live feeds, one on Instagram, one on Facebook. So hopefully we can get it going. Just wait a little minute, see if we can get it fixed. Hope you guys are having a good day. Another beautiful day here in Savannah. Still waiting to correct the technical difficulties on one of the live feeds. Bear with me just a minute. Bear with me just a minute, everyone. It'll be worth the wait. I think we are on now. So welcome. Welcome to Savannah. Again, another beautiful, beautiful day here in Savannah. I don't know, I think it might be almost 90 degrees today. So this is our 10th event, our TEAx Raffle series event, our 10th one. Hopefully I'm getting a little bit better at it. My name is Wayne. I'm with the ATC company. So today we're going to talk to an artist. Our guest today is an artist. And then also our musical house musician, Jacob Evans, is here with us as usual. So for those of you who hadn't joined us before, we do what we call a TEAx series, which is talk, enhance, advance. So where we try to entertain, motivate, and educate. Try to share stories with all the gifted people that are out here. We talk about our story. We use T as the organizer because I believe T is one of those things that brings all those life elements that we are trying to achieve together. Body, mind, and soul. Ultimately, we're trying to get to peace and happiness. And so we like to, at Asher T, introduce you to those things that if you open up and receive them, they will help you on your journey to peace and happiness. Okay, so we do raffles. So I think we're gonna do 5 raffles today. We're gonna give away some original pieces and a few prints of our guest artists, and we'll talk about that some more. But thank you for joining me. Thank you for all your support. And let's just go ahead and go in because we're running a little behind. We had a little technical difficulty. Sit down and have a little brief chat with him. See what's going on in the music world or the musical scene here in Savannah. What's up, my man?
Hey man, ain't nothing to it.
What you playing around with over there?
This is that new freeform jazz. I'm just kidding. Nothing of the sort.
It sounds pretty freeform.
Man, thanks. I don't actually have an appreciation for freeform jazz.
Then why is that? So you know that leads into another question.
I just,
I love jazz.
I just never listened to freeform jazz. I just heard stereotypes like it was this crazy stuff that doesn't even got a rhythm. You're like, and if you have really good taste, you'd be like, oh, that's amazing. I don't know, bad stereotype.
that's a bad, So what's going on? What's happening? So you got any? So we got the relaxed COVID guidelines. Are you still practicing on those things?
Alright, so I feel ashamed of myself.
Oh, here we go.
Because one day I'm like, want everybody to be safe, you know what I'm saying? Like, do your thing. Then I get called like, hey, Jay, you trying to hit these gigs? I'm like, man, I'm trying to get this shit, money. Lord have mercy. I'm sorry. Call me a hypocrite. I don't know. I mean, all I said was just, be safe and everything. I'm being safe too.
Okay, and with that, you're using common sense, washing your hands.
Right.
All right.
Not picking my face.
Right. So what's the gigs that you're playing at, the places that you're playing, are they practicing social distancing within all of that music and food and drinks going on?
No.
Oh, wow.
I mean, they'll, like, if a guest, I've seen it, a guest wanted them to, like, move a table a little bit separate, done that, but, like, if you just, like, walk up, you can't tell what day and age we in, so they're chilling, we're chilling. I mean, and I know it's sad to say, but I mean, like, hey, man, all I do is play music.
Listen, beautiful people, listen. And I'm not going to get on my soapbox too much, but we have to continue to be safe. We have to be part of the solution, not part of the problem. So continue to use your common sense guidelines, your common sense, period. Wash your hands, do all those things that we should have been doing in the first place. The mask, whether you believe in wearing the mask or not, again, be part of the solution. If you're in groups of people that you're just not aware of what they've been doing.
Right.
And just like anything else, err on the safe, on the precaution side. Be safe, be cautious, very cautious.
Do not be like me.
Yeah. So
I'm teaching them.
Okay.
What not to.
Alright. So what we got today here? So I made up a little tea before you got in here. We're gonna do a little warm tea on this set. Here we go. Cool. I'm gonna give you a chance to. I don't know, how did you do last week when you was trying to figure out the tea, the ingredients of the tea, and all that? Did you do well?
Okay, so I guess it was like some Christmas thing, but it was really walnut, maple walnut.
So yeah, you kind of.
Yeah, I was bad.
Not bad. Okay, so we're gonna let the people see what you're gonna. So the aroma is the first. So he's gonna do, a little mini taste. So aroma is the first step. If you guys want to bring it in so you can see the tea.
Man, it smells like candy. It's not fair. It's like, I know raspberry, and in this is that smell you don't even question when you're about to like eat some candy. You be like, that's sweet.
So you like the aroma?
This is amazing. It smells amazing.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna have you guess right now. All right. So I'll pour you. You can sample it, taste it on your palate. It's kind of the second stage, so to speak. And I did sweeten it for you already. So again, you can take do another aroma test.
It's definitely different when it hits the water.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Now, what color would you say that is?
It's like apple juice. It's like a.
So what color? I'm colorblind, so I mean,
I always forget that. Okay. So it's crispy gold.
All right. Now, even the studio, even people in the studio, what color would you say that is, Stacey?
I would say it's golden.
Golden brown, golden red. What is it?
Amber golden.
Amber. Okay. Margie, you in the back. What would you say?
I was going towards gold. It's like a burnt gold.
Burnt gold. Okay. Very good. Very
Butterscotch.
Good. And that's coming from our guest, our guest artist. So go ahead if you like. So does that help at all?
This is the hardest one yet. This is like, I need a lifeline. This is like, I can't. This one's hard, man.
So what is Georgia known for? What fruit is Georgia known for?
Peach? Whoa, wait, wait. Peach? Okay, no, oh, dang it. Okay, god dang.
So that has
Yeah.
peach pieces in it. Yeah. So if you flip over the little guide I've written out there, it'll tell you.
Gigi? Oolong. All right, okay.
So you've been here for a while. You've been coming in here we have 10 shows. We have 10 shows. You've been in all of them. Awesome. So you should have, some type of tea knowledge to some effect.
Come on,
to some point. So oolong, do you have any idea in the grand scheme of the 4 basic types of teas where oolong fits in that? So remember I start you, white is the first offering. Do you remember what the second offering of the plant is?
Offering.
So it's 4 types of teas. White tea is one.
Green tea.
Second, what's the third?
Black tea. Oh, is it herbal? No, oolong?
Oolong.
Man.
See, you're not listening, you're just playing music. But anyway, so the 4 basic types of tea from the tea tree plant are white, first offering, green, second, oolongs in the middle, and then black is the last. So oolong goes through a semi-oxidation, semi-fermentation, so it's kind of 50-50 with antioxidants and caffeine, okay? So our oolongs, we get our oolongs from Taiwan. I believe Taiwan is, Formosa, Taiwan is the island, Taiwan produces the best, I believe, oolongs in the world. So this is a Formosa oolong. And then Formosa's oolongs, most of their oolongs, even if there was no peach pieces added to it, it has a natural peachy type of taste to it anyway. So I just added that to enhance the underlying, taste of it. So, but it's one of my favorite oolongs. It's a very popular one in the store and online too as well. So we're gonna work on your tea knowledge. We're gonna work on it. So what you got for us? You got some great music for us?
I have some music. I'm just kidding. Hope y'all don't mind some low notes. That's all I got to say about that.
So with the raffle, our first offering for the raffle, and we'll do that when Jacob is done with his first piece. But Jacob also we raffle away, or he gives away. He's nice enough to give away some of his music. And you do that by, how's that done?
So I finally figured out the best way.
You're not stealing your own music, are you?
I did first, but I don't have to steal it anymore because I have it. Hey man, it's crazy. I don't get mad at anybody for pirating music. I pirated my own music, and let's all be honest, like we've all done it. You know what I'm saying?
I do not endorse that, but hey, I can understand, right?
It is what it is. Yeah, check this out. If you win the raffle, you'll be getting a link to the Dropbox that I have that you can just go and freely download all the stuff.
So, and I can't tell you enough the feedback that I've been getting from people. So like I said, this is our 10th one, and oh man, they love your music. I meant to tell you this before, but they love your music. So he has been sending it to people. I want to let you know, I got to check up on you
The first 2 weeks,
you know what I'm saying? So loving music. So this is something that I don't know if anyone else is doing anything like this, but it's very important to me to create a platform to be able to share with you guys all this great talent out here, and there's a lot of great talent. So with the raffle, you're a winner in so many different ways. So even if you're not selected in the actual drawing, you get an opportunity to receive a discount online for purchases. You also, whatever you buy rolls over. So if you bought like 5 raffle tickets this series, and you buy another 5 next series, then you have a total of 10 raffle tickets. I accumulated those up. So after you have purchased I think it's 25 raffle tickets over our series, then you will become a Asher Tea Club member. And what an Asher Tea Club member is, for the 25 tickets purchased, you get a tea per month for the next 3 months. So you become a member for 3 months, where I send you 4 ounces of tea. Okay. So if you do $50, it's 6 months, or 50 tickets, which the tickets average out to $1 a piece. If you do 75, it's 90. You just keep adding it, and then if you do $100, get up to $100, then you get a year's membership. And the beautiful thing, and again, I can't tell you how it warms my heart. We have, since we started, we probably have 12 club members. So, that's amazing. So, thank you guys for all your support. So, just to give you a hint of, or a look at what the first winner will get, is that peach oolong that we're drinking, or we're going to drink, because I'm going to join in with him, with my guests when we sit down and talk with a cup of tea. So I'll tell you who the first winner is in my next segment when you get the chance to meet our guests as well. So without further ado, I'm going to let my man do his thing, because he can really do his thing.
But I do this.
Jacob Evans, everybody.
Baby, why don't we just turn that TV on? 315 channels of nothing but bad news on. Well, it might be me, but the way I see it, the whole wide world has gone crazy. So baby, why don't we just dance? Well, the little bitty living room ain't gonna look like much when the lights go out and we move. The couch is gonna be more than enough for my two left feet and our two hearts beating. Nobody's gonna see us go crazy. So baby, why don't we just dancing down the hall, maybe straight up the stairs, bouncing off the wall, floating on air, baby. So why don't we just dance? That's actually all I know of that song. So let me tie that into something else. This is the loneliness I'm talking about. Unless maybe lock them doors and turn the lights down low and put some music on soft and slow. And baby, we ain't got no place to go. I hope you understand. I've been thinking about this all day long. I never felt a feeling quite this strong. And you don't know how much it turns me on just to be a man. Cut them both together and make a whole song. Oh, actually, one more just to do it. Shout out to my man Larson. You know what this means. You say you love me for me, but that's hard to believe. 'Cause I put my heart on my sleeve. You're all that I need, but I don't wanna play your games no more. I changed for sure, and I'm calling on you. Watch me pull off in that form. Girl, don't come to my show. We'll let you in the door. No one knows. No one knows. Whoa, whoa. You're missing me now. I know you would be kissing me now. Girl, I loved you for you, and I thought it was true. What shall I do? You played me for a fool, and I don't wanna play your games no more. I changed for sure, and I'm calling on you. Watch me pull off in that form. Girl, don't come to my show. We'll let you in the door. No one knows. No one knows. Whoa, whoa. And you're missing me now. I know you would be kissing me now.
Bravo.
was the one right there.
Yo! Inside
Good
joke.
stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Very good. Are you gonna share some of that tea?
Oh yeah. Let me get you a little going. This how we do it. Luke, hold up. It's that easy. Look at this. I'm about to show you proper tea etiquette.
I like it. I like it.
Gotta keep the hand on the lid, you know what I'm saying? For you, sir. This is what we call a spot of tea.
And why don't you go ahead and pour for our guest?
2 spots, drink.
Thank you, my good man.
Very well.
Thanks, man. You know what?
What you think?
Hold on, good people. So I went ahead and took the liberty because we never have enough time to get through these broadcasts. We always run out of time at the end, all the time, because we get into some great conversations. So I kind of took we normally pull raffle tickets during the broadcast. So I pulled tickets prior to the broadcast, so to speak. And our first winner is.
All right, we got Brian Slates, Atlanta, Georgia.
So Brian Salters. You can't read my writing. Out of Atlanta, Georgia. Brian Salters. Brian, you'll get the peach, 4 ounces of peach oolong. Okay? That we are. Plus, you'll get.
The album and the single that just came out.
Oh, I don't think I have those.
Well, I don't have that too.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. That's a good one. But hey, I'm super excited about our guest this week. One of the things I talk about is living life to the T, which doesn't mean perfect, but it means, with a purpose, living life with purpose. And with my journey, I have been collecting art for such a long time, 30 plus years. And one of the things for me is, as I've gone on my journey to be very purposeful, I try to surround myself with things that make me feel good about my space and my environment. And along with that, I believe that how do you continue to stay in your presence? How do you continue to stay in the now? I think that's something very important for us, that we have to learn how to appreciate the space that you're in right now. I think art allows that to happen. I think we spend so much time trying to view or see what's in front of us, so far in front of us for our future. And then we also spend time kind of looking back from the things that we've done to try to maintain or change or control what the future looks like, that we just totally forget about where we are right now. And that's why tea is so important to me as well, because it allows me to continue to focus on where I am right now and be able to appreciate those simple things that I'm surrounded with. And I believe that's the key to becoming happy and achieving peace. So with that said, I would like to introduce you guys to a very special friend of Raffle Tea Company, and Margie Marie. Welcome. Yeah, thank you. Sit. So, what's going on?
Surviving COVID.
Surviving COVID.
Yeah.
So, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so I was born and raised here in Savannah, Georgia. I'm all but 25 years old.
25.
Yeah.
Just a
very
baby.
young.
Just a baby.
I attended for high school. I attended Savannah Arts Academy, where I took up art. And I recently, well, not recently, but 2018, I graduated from Savannah State. Which
That's a good team.
look, I can
Yeah, go ahead. You gotta have it now. Once I said that, you gotta say it.
got the
Don't
See
know
what
it.
make
Wherever
you
you comfortable with.
you know.
I don't know if it's sweet enough for you. Probably not sweet enough for him.
I ain't gonna
Yeah,
say
this is perfect. I don't need nobody to
See,
shoot.
he likes sweet.
This is perfect, actually. Yeah.
So, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I got my BFA from Savannah State University. In the fall of 2018. So,
Okay, so
yeah, art is,
recent grad.
yeah.
Yeah.
Art is pretty much life for me.
Yeah. So one of the things you and I have talked. How long have we known each other? Has it been a year?
Close to. I was introduced to you by Calvin.
Yeah. Calvin Woodham has been one of our guests here at Cal Art. So, and I've been surprised, but Calvin has been very instrumental in introducing to a lot of people, especially in the art community here.
Yeah.
So thank you, Calvin, for that. Yeah, thank you for that. So okay, so it's almost been a year. So you knew from the start that you were going to be an artist. So I know you said you went to it was a high school. Was it art school?
High school. Well, it didn't start off that way. When I was younger, I wanted to be a singer because me and my dad.
Hold it. Now listen. So you know what? One of the things I'm gonna try to figure out. If we could record the stuff that we do here off camera. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, anyway, she can't sing. She really can't sing, and I had no idea. So go ahead.
But that was more of my dad's dream. But around 11, 12, that's when I really started drawing a lot. I just remember my dad had these two big boxes of just regular print paper. And for the summer, he was very strict, so I couldn't go a lot of places. I just hung in the house and I would draw every day, just draw. And I had a teacher to kind of steer me towards auditioning for Savannah Arts Academy in high school. She was like, "You're very talented. You should really, look into it." And so I got into the Arts Academy and was introduced to the world of art. Like, so many things that I didn't know, and I found a lot of joy in creating art. So that's really kind of where it started for me.
So it started taught music, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or singing,
Sang
a vocalist, and then it got into the art, which both fit into the art, genre.
They're both, expressive, so it went hand in hand, really. So.
Now that's my beeper for the tea that we're gonna do in our next segment over at the tea bar. It will stop, so don't let it bother me. So one of the things you mentioned is your father wanted you initially to sing. Okay. And how did he feel once you said,
Well, my dad was very supportive for anything that I wanted to do. He recognized very young that I was gifted with several gifts, whether it was acting, anything.
Right.
So he was just supportive. He was like, whatever it is you want to do, I will support you. So he was okay with it.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, in our journey, and I'm probably speaking for myself, sometimes that we all, and I think for the most part, we try to please the people that we feel love us the most and we love the most.
Yeah.
And it may not always be, what our passion and desire is, but because we just feel like, okay.
My dad, he was just more concerned with me being able to, carve out a legacy for myself and to do something meaningful with my life. And so for him, it was whatever I choose to do. If it was for the betterment of myself, he was all for it. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Great father.
Yeah.
Great father. So I know we've talked, and you mentioned about your work being healing. So can you talk on that?
Yeah. So My artwork is very intentional,
Okay.
I will say. But I found that a lot of times just me expressing personal stories and personal experiences and maybe the stories of people around me, it's allowed me space to heal as well as others. So I kind of stuck with that idea that I wanted to make art that was intentional and that was healing. I know in our community, there's a lot of trauma, a lot of issues that we don't like to discuss. And I felt like through art, it would be a way for me to showcase maybe those issues or bring them to the surface, and it would be able to be received a little bit, better to the viewer, or for those who may not feel comfortable speaking about it. Just being able to see it in art and express that way, it would, strike something.
Well, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So I have the beautiful people looking at this one. You know what that one is?
This one, yeah. So this piece is actually called My Baby Sister, and it's actually a picture of a few friends of mine, the McCrays, if they're watching. But these are their kids, and it was just a moment that was captured after the little one here was born. Her brother was connecting with her, and that was, to me, it was very spiritual, because here you have two human beings for the first time meeting each other, and they're connecting and making that bond, and it's an act of love, and a lot of times, sometimes we just need to see an act of love for healing.
Beautiful. Yeah, that's good. That's beautiful. It's beautiful. So you guys have seen that piece, and I'm gonna show you another piece here. We'll look at a couple other pieces as well.
Yes, we got pieces. Got pieces.
Now, this one, you want to talk to this one a little bit, and I'll talk some to it as well. But
Yes. So this one was actually a piece that I completed for Mr. Ashford for his tea company. And I don't know if you want to kind of tell the.
Yeah, so I was, and this has been a long time ago, I was doing some research on, slavery in tea. And just to make a long story short, because this could be a segment we could do just by itself, but tea was one of those products that we weren't allowed to partake in when we were slaves. So it was for master of the house, but we would serve it. We would serve the tea. So, and when I came about just researching, there was a picture of an ex-slave who, once emancipated, she used to serve the tea in master's house. And then once she was emancipated, she was able to actually sit down and prepare her own tea and have the tea that she was serving. And that just spoke volumes to me.
Yeah.
So I had that picture of that for a long time, and I was trying to find the right person to do it. And it took me to come all the way to Savannah to find Margie to do it. So I'm very proud of this. This was hanging in the shop for a while, but then I took it home. Then I took it home, and so it hangs in my house. So that's the story on that one. I'm very proud of that. And I tell you guys, now ask you. One of the things that's important to me is, as much as I can, out of all the collections, all the artwork that I have, I try to build a relationship with the artist.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say that's something that,
Is necessary?
yeah, or if possible?
Oh yeah, of course. As an artist, you want longevity. You want people that are going to stay connected to you. So it's great being able to have that relationship. And it just, it opens room for networking opportunities, future networking opportunities. So it's very necessary.
Right.
So, yeah.
And one of the things for me, again, as I've gone on this journey, it's very important in our community. We got to be able to continue to tell our stories at every level. We have a
huge story to tell, and it doesn't matter how old or how young you are. You got to tell your story. So networking is a big piece of telling your story. And building relationships with people in your community. You find out, the talents and the gifts and the passions that they have. It's amazing the things that I think just go unnoticed in our community. Just goes unnoticed. So what we're going to do is, you and I are going to relocate over there. Jacob is going to play another piece for us.
Pieces.
Yeah.
I thought y'all said pizza at first.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm
You
hungry.
always thinking food.
That sounds like the hungry.
You always thinking food.
Shout out to the podcast.
So Jacob will do his thing, and then we'll relocate over at the T-Bar and talk some more, show a little bit more of Margie's work, and we'll be right back with you. Go ahead, my man.
Rima is sipping her Lemon Duane right now.
Oh, excellent,
She
excellent.
got in her Mother's Day basket or either her husband's Father's Day basket. I can't remember which one.
So while we wait for Jacob, gonna come over and join us at the tea bar here. Have a little bit more conversation. You guys are looking at some more of Marcy's work. Margie, I want to keep her name. I'm about to talk about that.
March.
Jackie Black loves your paintings, Margie.
Margie Marie. All right, so I'm gonna, before we start our conversation, so I'm gonna start making some iced tea. We have some warm tea over there. I'm gonna do some iced tea. So these two like a little sweetener. I do two different types of sweetener. One's, well, both of them are very low glycemic, very diabetic friendly. One's a little bit more strong than the other as far as taste on your palate. The apple sugar is probably the best alternative. It's very low in calories, very low in glycemic, and it's just a natural sugar from an apple, and it doesn't leave an apple taste. You guys are probably more familiar with this one. This is an organic raw cane sugar. So again, both of them are very, diabetic friendly. So one's just a little bit more expensive than the other. And you can probably determine from the size which is more expensive than the other. Why is it that everything that's great for us is super expensive? I think you probably can figure that one out, right? It's all about the money, how to make money. So I'm gonna use this one, sweet. So these are martini shakers. I'm gonna show you guys how to do a quick way where you won't dilute your tea by just putting ice over hot tea. So I'm gonna put a little sweetener in there. Both of them, and the reason I'm using two is I'm gonna split what's in my tea steeper up. I'm gonna split it up. So my tea steeper, when I say that, that's what this is. So my tea is steeping. This is the tea that I'm steeping in there. This is a tisane, which us Americans call herbal teas, right? They're caffeine free. They do not come from the tea tree plant. Really should not be called a tea, but us Americans call them a tea. All right, so in that tea, there's some apple bits, there's some kiwi, there's some sour cherries, coconut, cranberry slices. Okay?
Sound good.
Oh, it's very, very good. One of our most popular teas. This tea online is called a Cloud 9 ketchup.
Oh,
So
Cloud 9.
So I'm gonna go half. So I'm gonna put half of what's in my tea steeper in this one. Is that half? That's half. And put half. Oh, yep. So when it's sitting flat, it has legs. So when it's sitting on its legs, it's steeping. But in between the legs, there is a lever that once it's pushed up, it will drain down into your cup or tea or teapot, whatever. Okay. So, and that's what, so the tea leaves are left in there. All right? So I'm gonna stir it up real quick. Now I just do this because I'm a little anal with what I do. I'm very sensitive about my, you know what I'm saying?
As you should be.
Yes, you should be. So I'm gonna just stir it up just a little bit. I probably didn't need to, but I just do it anyway. So then I'm gonna bring my ice over there.
Margie Simply Homer says the paintings are wonderful. The painting of the Marine speaks to me. And Jackie Black says, sign me up for the tea.
Jackie wants some tea.
So Jackie, I got a little surprise for you.
Got a surprise for Jackie.
So then I fill those with ice. And hopefully you'll be able to see this on camera on what happens.
Did you bring that?
Jackie says, yay.
Tell about it. What is it?
Rima says, beautiful art.
Dig. I need a lot of those.
Yeah. Nothing but love.
So now I am going to, you can probably see, hopefully you can see it now. You see the tea is automatically getting cold in the shaker. So I'm gonna play around with it like this. You can see it now, I mean, you can see it. It's just cold.
Sorry, yes. Is that drip?
The drip.
Yeah, it's the drip.
Young folks, I tell you. Everything has some type of meaning to it, you know, everything.
We should make something up. Really?
That's
So,
like once you pour it in.
And there's your iced tea, ready to go, ready to go.
That looks so good.
So now I'm gonna let you guys, ready?
Oh, yes, sir.
Tell me what you think. Cheers.
Yeah. Check it here.
Wank.
Your pinky. Ooh, this is so good.
Voila,
This
voila.
is so good.
I was looking for the coconut as soon as I tasted it. That's
Like, before I even tasted it,
Oh my goodness gracious, that is good. If I say so myself.
That's a good
If I
one.
say so myself.
And is this one of those that you can eat that?
You can eat some of that, yep, yep. You can eat some of those coconut flakes in there. Now, Margie,
this is so good.
I this was kind of you talked about your dad, right?
Yes.
So this is
That's my dad. And me.
so most of your work is more of a portrait type of deal?
Yeah, so I do a lot of portraits and figure paintings. And it's usually either an individual or it's showing some type of relationship dynamic. So with this piece, it was the dynamic of the relationship with my father and I. A few years ago, my dad was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. And so I took on the role of being his guardian, legal guardian. So this piece kind of illustrates that relationship during that time period. And me just understanding the sickness that he had and how it affected him mentally, as well as, just his everyday activities and functions. So one of the ways that we connected, which I talked about earlier, was singing. So here, it's just me simply singing to him in order to
Yes.
singing to him.
Yes.
But the thing is, with the sickness that he had, he could sometimes be combative.
Yeah.
And so, in order for me to perform like just daily activities, like if I wanted to maybe wash him off or brush his hair or brush his teeth, to keep him focused in, I would sing to him. And it would allow me to do whatever I need to do to get him ready for the day. But it's understanding, you have a bond with someone, but it's understanding that that person is not necessarily the sickness. So a lot of times when I talk about healing and stuff like that, we have to understand that the experiencing, sometimes it's not really who we are. You know, it's the sickness and stuff. So, but when you act with love like this is an act of love.
Yeah.
You're able to connect still with people, and you know.
Beautiful, beautiful.
So,
Now, how can the people? So remember, she does commission work. So how does the people get in contact with you?
For commissions. So yeah, my website. I've advocated on social media, but my website is the best place. It's www.margiemarie, MARGIEMARIE, art.com. And there's a contact section on the website, so if you just fill that out for me, let me know what you're interested in, and I will be in communications with whoever reaches out to me.
Now, I'm gonna, again, this is just my deal and my journey. Our community, I don't think we understand that whole investment into art. Do you want to kind of speak to that a little bit, or you want, because I can get on my soapbox and just go about it. But you as an artist, do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, I will. Collecting in art, I mean, one is preserving history, but also it is a source of just wealth. The value of art over time increases, especially if the artist, increases, and I guess.
And I'm gonna tell you, listen, I'm talking about relationships. This is why it's good. Go ahead in your community. Now, Margie's here, trying to build a relationship virtually. Is that get to know your local artists, and if they are, this is just me. If they are passionate about what they're doing, and you have a conversation with them, and they are trying to make their passion their life, then that is a great person to invest in.
That's an investment.
That's an investment, right? So, and I'm telling you, this young lady, 2 years removed from school, and you see her work, you're gonna miss out. You're gonna miss out.
Girl, good now.
Yeah. I'm just saying, because I hope, God willing for me, I'm excited to see what her work will look like, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. And again, that piece you've done for me moves me, but I know the best is still yet to come.
Oh, yeah, we got some more stuff cooking in the
I know.
kitchen.
I know. So there's a question, I think. Yes.
Mike Craig says, which is better for you to drink, hot or cold tea?
Oh, good question, Mike. Good question. So it does not matter whether it's hot or cold. What matters is that you're getting a good quality tea, and especially if you're doing tea. So good quality tea and loose tea, not the tea bags, or what we call fanning. So do a loose bulk tea, hot or cold, does not matter. And that tea is like a wine, so they're not all the same. So find a high quality purveyor and order away. Ashford Tea Company, hint. So yes. So no.
Yes.
That's beautiful. So so any more you want to say on that?
Yeah, it's an investment. It is, and then again, you want to. I use the example of a car. Once you drive a car off a lot, the value of it depreciates. But it's the exact opposite.
Yes.
Art, so.
Yes. Yes.
That creates generational wealth also.
Generational wealth. Generational wealth. Yes, absolutely. And I know we do $3 trillion in this economy, black folk. Come on now. Come on, people.
Yep.
Come on. So with that, talking about that, because I say this is a great time for our community, great space for our community. You too. And my son is going to be, or you attend and graduated from Savannah State University. Tell me about it. So first of all, what is?
Hold on now. You can't bust on it.
So what? Savannah State is what? What is it? What kind of college is it?
Well, first of all, we have to say HBCU.
In the house.
That is very important.
Yes.
That's a completely different experience.
Yes.
What you think?
I know for me, it was very much home-like. You are able to connect with people who come from a lot of the same backgrounds as you, and they understand. You know what I mean? You build relationships that last outside of college. You still feel like you have some place to go. You know what I mean? Even after you graduate. So it's been a great experience for me.
It's really cool. Like what you were saying, you know, people that like understand. I don't know. I don't want to say it the way I'm thinking it. Say it's so black and white, but like, yeah, being around a lot of people of your color, it's like, it does something different. The young kids say it hits a little different when everybody, you know,
It is a little different, yes.
It really does though. It really does something positive for you, like mentally, because you see all these like African Americans, like just like us, trying to get a higher education and do something good.
But also, how do you feel about the staff from the historical black college? What kind of feelings did the staff, the professors and stuff, did you guys build relationships with them?
There are some amazing professors at Savannah State.
I mean, we can start naming them.
Oh yeah, I'd feel bad if I missed one though. Watch them be like,
You didn't say.
you know what I'm saying? Let's just do. Dang it, I don't want to.
Don't do it.
I am
Don't
too much pressure. Too much
Okay.
pressure. But they are amazing. Oh my gosh, they totally work with you, and they just want you to succeed, and it's apparent.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And I'm telling you, I can't tell you guys enough. Again, we never have enough time to cover everything that we want to cover in these things, you know. And we're going to continue. You know, Margie will be back. Of course, Jacob will be back. You know, I don't know, and I can go on this whole thing. We have to do better within our community. We have to. We got to support our community a lot more, a lot better, in the things that are out there to embrace us. Out there to embrace us. We got to identify with that. But with that, again, these are people, and we are all people who really are easy to connect with. The one thing I tell people all the time is one thing that you can control 100% of. You can make a lot of excuses about a lot of things, and some of them are very legit. But there's one thing that you control as a person 100% of, and that's the effort that you put out in the world. So make it purposeful. Every day, get up with a purpose to put forth that effort that you know, and it'll come back to you, to the things that want you to be involved, want to embrace you, want to hug you. And I'm telling you, it'll make a world of difference. You want to reach that happiness, you want to reach that peace. Live a purposeful, intentional life every day, every day. So look, we could go on. Again, we didn't cover half the stuff that we wanted to talk about. What?
I've heard the signature.
Oh, so, and I think we can go from Instagram, we can continue on Instagram, no, Facebook, because Instagram's gonna cut us off, I think. So if you wanna jump on Facebook real quick, on my personal page, Wayne Ashford on Facebook, because I have a couple more gifts to give to as well. I don't know if you guys noticed, is it in this one? Is it in this one? No?
The hummingbirds is in the other piece.
Which other? I'm gonna grab my personal piece because I know it's in there.
Come on, somebody.
So, tell us real quick, you have this kind of a signature thing that you do.
So the hummingbird is a personal iconography, and it does symbolize its resilience. And you will see it pop up in some of my paintings. And I do have a few illustrations as well of hummingbirds. So if